Welcome back to Attain Housing's Week of Giving. I'm Sasha Summer-Cousineau, and it has been my pleasure to be your host for the week. We've made it to the end of our Week of Giving. Woo! Yes! A huge thank you and a round of applause to all of you for being incredibly generous donors and supporters of Attain Housing. We're down to our final video of the week. We want to end by featuring some of Attain's alumni clients who are able to use their time in transitional housing to build a strong foundation for their family's future. The path to stability and permanent housing is not always a straight line, but these families have worked so hard to get where they are today and are here to talk about the role Attain Housing played in their lives. I'd like to give one more big thank you to all of our amazing sponsors, Attain Housing staff, board members, and volunteers. And if you haven't yet, now is the time. Go online to attainhousing.org and make your gift today. And once again, thank you.
I'm a former Attain Housing client. I have a family of 6 with another child on the way. My passion is helping families with children, just because I had that struggle when we were homeless at that last little point, sleeping in cars before, sleeping in motels before we got the referral to Attain Housing. I ended up just quitting my job. I had been there for so long, but it's like, how do you try and secure stable, safe, affordable housing and work and take care of kids? Something had to give. And so when I seen the position that I'm in now as a housing navigator, I had that personal experience. But my goal was to always get into affordable housing, to get out of affordable housing. So I want to be able to help people do the same thing.
We spent maybe 2.5 months in a park and ride shelter kind of thing at a church. And then we spent a lot of time at the day center. I forgot how we became into Attain Housing. I know they gave us a call, and then we went through all paperwork to see if we can be approved, and we were approved. And then we became into Attain Housing, and it was awesome. It was a perfect location because there was a lot of jobs around. Dallas he's 9. He's gonna be 10 in October. He is a cancer survivor. I believe 4 to 5 years now he's in remission. He's doing good. Mason, he is 4. He actually gets to start school next year. So pretty excited about that. 2 kids in school, 1 more to go. And then we have little Grace, she's 2.
When I left the country with the family, starting a new life in Seattle with new community, new people, new system, everything was it was so hard to me to understand. On the house, me and my wife and my kids, we was staying on 1 bedroom. Then without job, I was not any document to go to work. Then my wife, she got a job for home care. Then we start to search how is then our next life will look like. Then I start to work in my immigration process for asylum. It was taking almost 1.5 years for a long time, waiting without anything I can do. So Attain Housing was allow us to stay and giving opportunity with my family staying there.
A child can feel like they have a home if they just have their parents, And so that's why when we were homeless, I made sure that my children had that sense of stability. Like, you're gonna stay, in the same childcares, in the same schools, so that things don't just consistently change, because that can do something to a child. And there's already enough trauma that's happening from being homeless and low income and a person of color. People of color oftentimes experience homelessness or, criminal records or poor credit. I currently work in a nonprofit organization in housing services to help families with children move to opportunity neighborhoods. So I don't want to just work with families to place them in affordable housing, because I want to help them if they have bigger dreams, like starting a business or owning a house.
They helped a lot. Like when I was trying to help find a job, I came to the office almost every day or every week and had her help me fill out applications for work. Couldn't ask for better people to help at the time that we needed it. I think it was the same time that Megan came to be our counselor is when we filled out for the King County Housing. May, I believe, is when they called and said they have a 3-bedroom available, and we got privileged to be here and start a new chapter.
So those 2 years I was in Attain housing, it was a really miracle to me. It gave me opportunity to see the future, to see learning a new way without stress for paying rent. So after starting in ministry and working with Baptist, so I became a full-time minister at Baptist. So now I have my house. I keep doing what is God called me to do for helping people. Then I started ministry for refugee and immigrant. Most of the East Africa community is called the New Hope Revival. In order to be integrated this culture, Attain housing was really bridge and helping me to get what is the next step.
The advice I would give someone going through the same things that my family has went through, based on our experience, would be keep moving forward. Don't stress. You're gonna be, experiencing some hardships throughout this process, but utilize whatever services are available to you. Ask a lot of questions. I think if you're really adamant about moving forward and you have the drive and you're willing to do your research, will benefit you in the long run. It's gonna help your kids. They may not have to be forced to have the same situation that you were brought up in, so you can be the change to break the cycle.
Keep a positive attitude and just keep pushing through. It will be worth it at the end.
You can see my life, I've been really changed. I am coming back to support Attain housing. My kids, they maybe also they're gonna come say, this is where we was before.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna be passionate about. They're gonna learn my story.
Right.
Daddy, what is the first house where did you stay before when you come to this country? I'm gonna stay, I was in Attain housing. This is my story.
Thank you. Thank you. We truly cannot say thank you enough. Thank you for tuning in to our week of giving. Thank you for giving that gift. Please know that your investment in Attain housing is being put right to work for the families living in their transitional housing. Know that your gift will make a real impact in the lives of parents and families.